Hey everyone, welcome to Over the Wall. I'm here with Katherine and we're going to walk down the Milwaukee Mile straight whilst asking each other a few questions. So I'm actually quite interested in these questions, they're written down for us. What kind of advice would you have wanted to have known at the beginning of your career?
I would have said, not everybody has to like you, but if you do the job that you're supposed to be doing as good as any guy or what have you out here, then I think that they will respect that and change their opinion, and if they don't, then it doesn't matter. You have to focus on what you're doing, irrespective of everything else going on around.
I really like that, it's very good advice.
Thanks. All right, so I do like these questions. So when I came over many moons ago, it was the Atlantic Series, and there was not Indy Lights at the time. So I am interested to know how you're finding Indy Lights and like how it compares to the other things you've done, whether that's F3 or F4 or W Series or whatever that might be.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I came over last year. I've always followed IndyCar, Indy Lights, I've sort of seen it, but you never really know what it's like until you're in it. And you always think, oh cool, that's something maybe I could do or want to be involved in.
Because it's so different to European racing.
But honestly, I absolutely loved it. And even last year was a tough year and the first race was a disaster. And I remember leaving being like, I still want to do this. Like, I still really enjoy it and I still feel positive about the whole situation. So yeah, a sort of year sort of learning the ropes, everything, and then coming back this year for a second year. I'm very happy that I came over.
That you did that. Well, also it would have been your first time on an oval as well, right? That's totally different because of the strategy and everything that's involved in that. And okay, driving's driving, but to a certain extent, you're learning new things when you come and do something different.
The ovals I really enjoyed, but we didn't really have that many last year. This year we had 4, so yeah, it's all very different, but something I really enjoy. And I think one of the big things obviously is the Indy 500, which you've been lucky enough to do on a few occasions, and watching you do it, it looks incredible. Is it as incredible as it looks?
It's an addiction, I think. Yeah, so once you've done it, you want to keep doing it, but you want to do it in the best equipment possible, obviously, because you want an actual chance of winning it. The first time you do it, and you're just in awe of it. And you don't take any of it on, like you've got blinkers on, right? Because you're sat on the grid.
For that whole month of May?
The whole month of May.
Wow.
Like, it's intense, super intense. But it's the coolest thing that you will ever do. So, yeah, I look forward to your first experience. Your first experience doing it. But another question, Road America, your first NXT win, congratulations. I was jumping up and down on the sofa at the time. That's awesome. How do you feel after that? Is it like a monkey off your back? Is it like the start of something?
Yes and no. I mean, it was nice just to go out and win. I hadn't felt that in a while, so that was cool.
Same girl, same.
But at the same time, like, there's still a lot left of the season, still a lot more to achieve, and yeah, it was nice to have that. It was, I think, validation in a way. Felt like everything we'd done had been paying off. We're going in the right direction, and I think more than anything, that bit of confidence has meant a lot to me. So yeah, keep pushing.
No, that's awesome. I was super happy to see it, and also, like, there's been a big difference in you from last year. Like, for me, seeing you jump up this year and being like constant top 6 everywhere has been pretty amazing. And I know you're with a really good team in Andretti, so that's been cool to see that you've got the support and honestly the learning from doing that. Because when you're learning from the best, it's so much better.
Yeah.
But what do you think, like, mentally happened to you that you made year to year that big improvement?
It's tricky. I think mentally, I think I stayed similar. I was beaten up a little bit after the first year, but I think that was a really good thing because you get that sort of physically, but mentally as well. Like,
it's exhausting, right?
Yeah, you just every weekend you're like, oh, I just hope I can get somewhere this weekend. And I think I went into the off season like, right, I don't want to feel like that again. So what can I do? And I think I trained a lot harder. I think everyone knows that. I put a lot of work in physically. That made a big difference. But then I went into the first weekend and I was like, okay, I want to be in the top 10. Let's aim for the top 10. And we were quite comfortably able to be in the top 10, and then suddenly it's top 5, and then suddenly until you get those results you don't believe it yourself. And I think I've just been lucky that I've been in a position to make those improvements. I think I'm going to leave a big question with you last, and I maybe can answer this as well, but for me it's inspiring seeing the likes of you, especially coming over to America, seeing so many women have had success here, continue to have success. I love that, and I think it's trickled down all the way to me within the team. That effect has made a massive difference. But what do you want to see with women in motorsport change over the next, how many years, 10 years, say?
Oh, crikey, that's another good question.
It's a big, heavy-weighted last question.
I want to see more women involved.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more women come up through the ranks.
Yeah.
But I very much caveat that with serious women,
Yeah.
right? So like yourself, given the right chances, I mean, there is no reason now why we can't change people's opinions and prove that we can do it. And I think that until you're racing against the best, it doesn't force you to be the best that you can be.
Oh, I felt that personally.
Last year, right? I
good.
have one last question
Okay.
because I know you've got something very exciting coming up in the fall, which is the IndyCar test.
Yes.
How excited are you, and what do you want it to achieve? Is it a springboard to next year, or how does it look for you?
Let's see. I mean, I'm super excited about it. Doing it with Andretti's great as well.
Barber, right?
Barber, yeah. We chose that track, I think, with the right intentions, but also it's going to be a big challenge for sure.
Physical,
yeah, definitely. But I think that's good. I think it's going to show me what IndyCar's about, and you know, if I can get in and be comfortable, then hopefully that, like you said, is a springboard into something.
Whatever happens, don't worry about it. The first time I drove the Champ Car, I remember I did 6 laps on new tires and like literally fell out the seat. I was like, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this. And I ran to the bathroom and I was eating, do you remember power bars back in the day, and drinking Gatorade, like, come on, you've got one more new tire on it, you know you can do it. And then I just trained through the off season and it was fine. So you will be okay, but know that it's gonna
be tough.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You'll be fine.
Perfect, thank you.
It was lovely chatting with you.
You too, thank you
Good luck
very
this
much.
weekend.
You too. And that's that.